Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back at Virginia International Raceway North Course, this time though in the brand new iRacing BMW M2 CS Racing Edition. So this is the fixed setup, everything left absolutely as standard as we would find it in the schedule, and it should be an awful lot of fun to race this week. Little note, this is the first time I've been in the car, and I'm recording this well ahead of time because I'm going away for Christmas. So if I am slow, I do apologise, but yeah, let's have a see. Okay, let's start the hot lap. So we move into 6th gear, coming into the first turn. Long braking zone in this, all the way down to 2nd gear, trail it off, up to 3rd. So much torque steer in this car. Wanting to go nice and wide here, entry into 3. Into 3rd gear, cutting the corner, exiting wide, braking earlier than we would in a Formula car around here, having to actually do a lift as well. And we're trying to get back onto full power here, but we just have to baby the throttle at just such a little bit. All the way down into 3rd here, try and get on the gas as early as possible. It'll drop down into 3rd as we go up the hill, straight back into 4th. Now the trickiest part of the course, down into 3rd, trying to hook our wheels on that curb on the right. Back over to the left hand side, little dab on the brake, up it down into 3rd. Had a whole handful of oversteer there. And over and across the line in a 131.364. Right, let's do the breakdown lap. Okay, let's try and charge through the breakdown lap here. So our first braking marker is between the 3 and the 2 coming up. So as you look, we go past the 3. Oh wow, it's actually just before the 3. So it feels, because you're going fast, as if it's between the 3 and the 2, but you're actually applying the brake just before the 2 marker, before the 3 marker. We're braking up to about 80%, going down through the gears, 5th, 4th, 3rd, and now we drop it down to 2nd gear. We're trying to get back on the gas as early as possible. Now in this car, you can't just go to full 100% throttle input in 2nd gear, because you just get a ton of torque steer and you'll not enjoy yourself. So we're babying it up to full into 3rd gear. Now, as always, we're ignoring this apex here in turn 2 because we want a nice wide entry into 3. And our braking marker is going to be basically more or less the apex of 2 is our braking marker to go into 3. Brake up to about 40%. We drop it down to 3rd gear and we're just waiting and waiting, cutting the corner, trying to get back onto maximum throttle. And then basically as soon as we've got the grass on our right hand side, that's when we start braking again here, up to about 65% into turn 3. Leaving it in 3rd gear. We're trying to get on the gas as early as possible. Big blip of full gas, and then we do a lift here. And now we're just trying to feather our way. So we end up on about 90% throttle until we're just fully straight here into the snake. We go under this bridge. Now, sadly, where we are here, there's no real braking marker. So I kind of do this by feel, but it's about midway between this bridge that we're just going under and the marshal's post on the left-hand side. And that's where we brake up to about 80-90% it is. Wow. And we're trailing that off, dropping it down to 4th, to 3rd, and then as we're going up the hill, we're just trying to make sure that we can keep the car as settled as possible to get up to 100%. Up to 4th gear, over on the right-hand side where you've got this little road here on the right. That's where we do a lift, little dab in the brakes, up to about 20%. I drop it down into 3rd gear here as we just go up the hill, and then basically as soon as I'm back on 100% throttle, that's when I drop it in, put it up into 4th. Little lift. The tricky hill section here as we go into turn 14A. So basically as we crest the hill, or just before we crest the hill, We go up to about 70% brake. We trail that off, we drop it down into third gear, and we're trying to hook our right-hand tyres over this rumble strip on the right-hand side. And again, I'm up at sort of 80% throttle as I do this. Back up to 100, up to fourth gear. And basically what we do is the end of this rumble strip here on the right-hand side. That's when we turn in to this first corner. We just do a lift until we get there, and then a little dab of the brakes. I drop it down into third gear, trying to get on the gas as early as possible. It feels like you're waiting an age. Had to correct some oversteer. And then it's just a blast straight forward for the line. Got the driving line version coming up next. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Okay, one final time with the driving line on. As always, thanks for your continued support. I've been Sambo iRacing, and I'll see you guys in the week.